Welcome to Nerdsports Podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Johnny.
This is number 10.
10.
10 of these.
10.
Finally told people about them.
10. 10.
On this episode
10
of
episodes, Nick. How do you
Oh,
feel?
you're
Before we
gonna-
get, how do you feel?
you're
10
gonna-
episodes
You're going to
in.
interrupt my flow
I
there.
am going to interrupt it. I'm changing everything up now. How do you feel about 10 episodes in, Nick?
More comfortable.
Nice.
It'd be nice. We need, for the few that listen, thank you.
For the few that don't, you ain't going to hear this anyways.
You hear this anyways? Yeah, I mean, more comfortable talking about, what we like to talk about.
True.
It's me and you having a conversation, and if people want to listen, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, we're going to get this out of the way early. Go ahead, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow us and ask questions, send comments.
Let us know what you want us to talk about. Maybe we'll be interested in it. Maybe we'll just tell you no.
Reach out. We're trying to broaden the horizons.
Yes, broaden, grow, anything.
True. All right, Nick. Back to what we were talking about.
So in this episode of Nerd Sports Podcast, we are going to look at Clone Wars Season 2. 2 out of 6 that are currently on there.
Yeah, 6, maybe a 7th next month.
Seven's looking like February release. So I don't know if, since it's on Disney Plus, I don't know if they're going to go week by week or they're going to go full season.
Man, if they play me and make it a week to week,
that's
I'm
22 episodes. That's a long time.
Season 6 only like 10 episodes.
Oh yeah, that's right. They cut it short because they thought it was going to be the end.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It's a great show.
Yeah, so we started off last week with season 1, and we both said it was kind of good. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot, but this season is
so
much better.
Woo, they hit their stride.
Yeah.
This season was great. So much went down. And it started with a continuation of Bane, right?
Yeah, we see Bane in the Holocron heist, and kind of just about where we left off. I mean, he's been hired to steal a Holocron from the Jedi Temple.
Who does that?
The heart of the Jedi Temple.
It's like, I'm going to go to the hardest place to steal the hardest thing.
And they, you know what? He barely got it this time, though, because Anakin and Obi-Wan were right there on him.
Yeah, and Ahsoka was figuring it out, too.
Yeah, they all kind of, well, yeah, she was kind of banished to the library.
She got in trouble.
She got banished to the library, and she was a protector or a guardian, just like a normal guardian.
She got put on security duty. Top flight security of the
Top
world.
flight security with your lightsaber.
Yeah, I'd be a top flight security with a lightsaber too.
So yeah, that episode, begins with that. Cool episode.
Yeah,
we get to see the holocron. Now you can see one at Disneyland in person. That's where this you know what? You're gonna see a lot of concepts like Hondo from the ride. It's all from Clone Wars. People don't know this. Holocrons, yeah, they're talked about, but we see them. You see them used, opened just like they're opened in Clone Wars. A lot of it stems from Clone Wars because they can get deep into this stuff with animated shows, unlike the movies.
This is true. But man, is that holocron important?
Very important. What the contents of which are extremely dangerous in this universe.
It's the key to open up a crystal that contains the list of known force-sensitive babies.
All the list of force-sensitive kids. That is scary. That all that information is in one of these holocrons.
Yeah, it's not something you want getting out there.
My question: why is there so many holocrons there?
It has all their information, right? All their teachings.
There's a bunch of.
It's like
there's a bunch of them in that room.
It's like their memory drives, bro. It's like has all their stuff.
That's pretty crazy.
Has Yoda's wife's information there probably.
Unknown. It's always deleted.
Yeah,
he's the only one that can access that.
But yeah, so it just leads off on Bane trying to unlock the names, and he kind of does, and finds a baby.
He does. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he tricks that lady into giving up her baby.
Yeah, going into the next episode. This all bleeds into the next episode.
I don't care how much force my kid's using. He ain't getting taken by no blue-faced man.
Oh no, I thought he was gonna get away. Oh, he did get away with a couple kids. And where did he take them? Mustafar, of course. Where Darth Sidious already had a facility set up, and he already had plans for these kids to be raised in the Sith way.
Yeah, if only he would show his face in the season. I wonder where he is.
I wonder. He's just chilling in his office with his lights off, with his hood on, and someone knocks. Not now.
They finally show him right in his little hood.
Yes.
Dude, just Palpatine's just up to everything. It's crazy that when he figures something out, how it affects the rest of the story.
Oh, very much so. He knows. He plays dumb throughout the season. We see him a little more.
They give a lot of hints that him and Anakin talk a lot.
Yeah. Well, you get the whenever they interact, all you get is senator or chancellor. You know, you hear it. You hear the like familiarity with each other. No one else addresses each other like that in this. You can tell that they have that closeness that ends up being the downfall.
Oh no. Yeah, and that so that stuff goes down and it leads.
Oh, then we get a lot of Padme heavy episode.
The Senate spy one, right?
Senate spy, yes.
I didn't like that episode.
I wasn't too fond of it. I mean, Anakin was mad.
Yeah, it was character building for Anakin.
Anakin was mad, and Padme. We see Padme want to be involved, but Anakin doesn't want her involved because she's googly eye for this guy, so she can grab some information on a base.
Yeah, it just I don't know.
They get the whole like a whole projection, correct, for the base of. Yeah, that leads into the zombie things.
The Geonosis.
Yeah, back on Geonosis.
The droid factory, right?
Yeah, the droid or Dooku's droid factory. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for.
And so the craziness about that.
The Battle of Geonosis is crazy.
Oh, because the Battle of Geonosis happened in Episode 2, Clone Wars. That was where Anakin and them escaped that little factory, and then that's where not Boba.
Mace Windu kills Jango.
Yeah. Mace Windu kills Jango, cuts his head off.
Chops his head off.
Comes back to bite him in the season. But
yes, it does.
In a big way later on.
Yes, it does.
But yeah, the Battle of Geonosis was quite a few episodes long.
Yeah, 5 or 6, because it goes into that. You meet
landing point at Rey.
Ahsoka interacts with another Padawan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The green one.
Yeah, you see her. Who master? What's the master's name?
I don't remember her name. She's Greendo. She Greendo. Or is it Twi'lek?
She's a Twi'lek?
Yeah.
The Twi'lek.
She was in last season. I can't remember.
She was a badass.
With the Russian voice, I didn't like. Yeah.
Yeah, she memorized the tunnels, all 200 or something possible ways.
She wilded.
It was insane. But yeah, the Battle of Geonosis goes on. Ahsoka and this Padawan, just like her, they're given pretty big mission. Go in and blow the factory up from the heart.
For being learners, they get given a lot of missions.
A lot of responsibility.
They probably shouldn't be given.
The masters probably should have taken care of that.
Anakin was complaining about never having enough missions, or Obi-Wan not trusting him, who's a Padawan. They're literally younger than them, and they're giving all the trust. Like, go do this, go do that.
So it's kind of scary because them two are tasked with going underneath, basically, through all these tunnels and to blow up this factory. They are not successful in a way, but not the way they wanted. You end up finding out that they have built tanks that can withstand everything.
True.
So Anakin and the other master are with the distractions.
Yo, that other master was so quick to give up on her Padawan.
Like right away.
Yeah.
Well, because okay. Leading to that, the bombs the bombs get taken by the Geonosis soldiers, the little wing-looking things.
They remind me of those Halo bugs.
Yes, just like the Halo bugs, actually. They take all the bombs and they decide with this tank that they're gonna blow it up right there with the tank.
Yep.
And they blow it up, and then as they're buried in rubble, they're dying. Anakin doesn't want to give up, and the other one's like, "She's gone. Like, let her go.
Let her go.
Like that
She's
easy.
Gone. Are you ready to let her go? Let her go." And I'm like, "They not dead yet."
That was easy. So, but then they end up finding him. They get him safe. Droid factory is done, and then they stay on the planet, right, for a little longer.
Something goes down, and
they're chasing that the older guy, the older
the cricket dude,
and he flees to these ruins,
and then zombies.
Well, because they flee to that priest temple, right?
Yeah,
that is said to be abandoned and cleared. But then we only see some zombies.
There's zombies everywhere.
That whole squad goes missing because the master goes after it. So then they follow soon after.
Looking like Kino up in here.
Yeah. They go into the underground thing only to find out that there's a queen.
Yeah, and
she is pissed.
They're at least around 50 by now.
Yeah, and they're it's nothing but there's zombies that they chopping the heads off and they're still moving. They're trying to kill them.
It's like a parasite thing.
And this queen's whole objective is, since you're Jedi, I'm gonna feast on you.
That's true. She was wild. And
she's crazy. They end up burying her in rubble.
Yeah, and they get back on the ship, and
but then you find out that they have this little parasite worm that can control minds.
Yeah, Obi-Wan wanted to study it, bro. That's just never ends well.
And it would have been, well, he didn't get to, you know, he got destroyed. But it doesn't help that, obviously, when they buried the queen, maybe she obviously still alive. She can still control minds with that little thing.
Yeah.
A little worm thing went into a clone, infected a whole thing, including the Padawan that Ahsoka was with.
Yeah, they were wild.
And Ahsoka has to literally freeze the ship, and she's dying. That's the only way to like cure everybody.
She dies a couple times in this season.
Yeah, this season's pretty intense for Ahsoka.
Actually, the whole show's pretty intense. They be killing people off left and right.
Yeah, it's war. You know, it's war. So they got to fight.
This is true. But yeah, then basically zombie episodes ends. They save everyone.
And then we get into we get a little Grievous action. You know, he wants, we always get the Grievous fight, and then he escapes. But then we move on to the deserter.
Ooh,
this is one of my favorite episodes
with Rex finding that
Rex finds literally he abandoned it after he was left for dead. Pretty much, you know, he decided that was it. You know, and he decided that he wanted his own life, you know. He wasn't like the one in the first season who was trying to blow up the weapons depot. And
yeah, he wasn't betraying anyone. He fell in love.
He was done.
He lost his entire, like, brotherhood, he said, and it just...
He lost the love for it, you know. And you see Rex kind of... It's a lot of character building for Rex here, because Rex injured, and he wants to go into the fight head first, like he always does. But I thought it was a good episode for Rex, man. You see him grow, and you see... that even though he sees someone that's free and he tells them all this freedom stuff, he still says, nope, I'm putting my helmet back on. I'm going to go back out there and fight because that's what I love to do.
That's him.
Like, wow, that was intense. That shows...
It's what he does.
It's pretty cool. And then, see, these are little one-off episodes we're getting here, and then we get into the Lost Lightsaber.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Really good episode.
That old Jedi dude was funny.
Old Jedi in the library that Ahsoka gets partnered with because she lost it and she doesn't want to tell Anakin.
I would have told him right away. Like, you know how you lose your lightsaber all the time? Yeah, I did the same thing.
So she goes with this old lightsaber or this old Jedi, and then he ends up everywhere that she's running to. Magically.
He beats her everywhere.
Patience is key.
It is. He be teaching out here.
Good episode, though.
Yeah, and then Yoda comes in at the end, and Ahsoka teaches an episode and whatnot.
That was good. Then you start getting into the later half of this season with a lot of little introduction to Mandalorian stuff that's going to pretty much dominate the rest of the season. Ooh. Yeah, we see the Mandalorians, and we see the Duchess.
Ooh, Obi-Wan. I'm telling.
Obi-Wan's love affair.
Ooh, that's why he don't snitch on Anakin.
We learned that he was on Mandalore for a couple years with Qui-Gon because they were stationed there, and him and the Duchess had something going on.
Ooh, they were friends.
We find out a couple episodes that it was a lot more serious than friends.
Ooh, I'm telling. But that's why he lets Anakin get away with the stuff he knows. Bro.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows later for sure, but I bet he does know now.
Yeah, though that little, it's like 3 or 4 episodes. It's good.
Yeah, because the Duchess she's targeted to be assassinated because of her beliefs on neutrality.
Yeah, and
she wants to be neutral in this whole war, but the Death Watch
is siding with separatists
because they believe in a lot of the old Mandalorian ways and they don't like Jedi.
Facts.
So obviously Obi-Wan wants to stay with her. He wants to protect her, and
from Death Watch.
And Death Watch is they're pretty legit.
They're beasts.
You end up finding out that...
Shout out Mandalorian, you know.
Yeah, the lead... Yeah, back to the Mandalore. You find out the lead Mandalore in this whole thing, he has a Dark Saber.
Ooh, I couldn't wait to talk about this.
And he took the Dark Saber from the Jedi Temple because it rightfully does belong to the Mandalorians. Yeah. But he owns it, and he is very bad with it.
It's ridiculous.
He is getting worked by Anakin. Not even a contest, honestly.
No, but it was dope.
He doesn't know how to use it. It kind of sucks because you see it and you're like, things are about to go down. He has no chance against a Jedi that's trained.
That's true.
He has no chance. But you know what? Good episode. Awesome to see the Dark Saber.
Yes.
That means we should see more of the Dark Saber.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because
I think it becomes a bigger part.
I think it's gonna become a bigger part later because Death Watch doesn't end in this season.
No.
We get a good glimpse of them, but they're gonna be around.
Yeah. Aren't they like more important in later seasons?
Yeah. So we jump into the bounty hunter and all that.
Couple more little one-off episodes.
one-off episode where
that's a similar thing. They do a lot of one-off episodes and a lot of like big 3-4 hours.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
it's a better mix than the first season. The first season felt really just independent, and then all of a sudden we got one clump or two clumps.
Well, no, it's definitely a couple episodes together, a quick spin-off, another couple episodes.
It's like filler episodes, you know.
Almost, yeah.
I like the bounty hunter episode was funny when they're teaching that those farmers how to fight.
He's like, why don't you just do it
against Hondo and all them? I can't stand Hondo.
Dude's funny.
He is hilarious.
He's just wilded, dude.
I can't stand him, man.
He's wilded.
He just always ends up where they are.
he's a key factor.
He is, honestly.
He's funny, bro.
Oh, and
not as much droids this season. I kind of missed them.
Yeah, not as many. You see a lot more.
The troopers are funny.
You see a lot of different characters though in this whole thing.
A lot of Jedi, a lot of senators.
Yeah, a lot of. It gets more political in this season for sure.
A lot more building outside of the actual war.
And then you see the partnership with what's that race? The race that Anakin, the one that's against him in the pod races, the one with the weird legs. When they go to the Zillo Beast planet.
I do know what you're talking about. I don't know what race it is.
But the Zillo Beast is something else, man.
That thing was wild. They blow up what's it called? They launched that nuke EMP thing.
Yeah.
Anakin's arm goes all crazy. I was like, oh, I forgot you have an electric arm.
Yeah, that's a 2-episode one where they get this beast and they end up finding out this armor, or its armor's impenetrable, except between it and you could stun it, but it took a lot to stun that thing. But then Palpatine, being the insidious monster that he is.
Now let's take it back to Coruscant.
Probably the most crowded planet in the system.
Yes, let's take the giant Godzilla-like impenetrable monster.
And he gets mad and breaks out and does all the damage you probably would assume that it does.
Almost kills Palpatine and Padme and them. R2-D2's dope and saves them.
Oh yeah, little R2.
Throws his little suction cup out.
R2 is amazing. He makes a big jump later. What
the whole episode?
Almost with the last 3 episodes: Death Trap, R2 come home, and Lethal Trackdown. I mean,
yeah,
all focusing on
Boba Fett.
Little asshole.
He's a little savage. He don't give a damn.
He's got but yeah, because obviously his clone dad was Django.
Yes.
And then he grows not at an accelerated rate, he grows at a normal rate. We know this.
Yes.
But he's at the perfect age that these recruits are coming on the ship, and he sneaks on, and no one knows his name. He likes to be called Lucky, though.
Yep.
And he ends up being an amazing shot with
on the little
I
was like, this man wilding, but he probably used to shoot for his dad.
True. Well, he's probably shot with the bounty hunters he's with too.
That's true. He's
with the
Bane's crew, right?
The woman
Aura.
She's crazy.
Aurora,
psycho.
Singh, whatever.
Yeah, everyone knows
she's crazy. Her and Hondo have a thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hondo's smart, bro. Do you see that in these episodes where? Well, let's finish and we'll get back to that. But he's getting into.
Yeah, so Death Trap, they set it all up to where he blows up the ship that they're on within, and they have no idea. And he ends up escaping in a pod and leaving them to die, but the Jedi find him. But then this leads with the ship landing on whatever planet they're on. And from here, Mace and Anakin are
so
set
Bobo's just whole out just to kill Mace. He wants revenge. That's his
Bobo and the bounty hunters end up taking the 3 people that survived the crash.
Yeah.
And you find out all the clone troopers were all executed by them.
Anakin and Mace are like trapped.
They
send R2-D2 out to find some help.
Little R2 has a little solo episode, kind of,
Yeah, they're wild.
He's trying to protect himself against those wild beasts running around everywhere.
Yep. He runs into the Jedi room, fights the other droid. He's like, I need to talk to him, move.
He fell down the stairs first, got helped up, and then he tries to move the droid. That was a great scene, honestly.
It was
great
awesome.
Scene.
R2 don't play. He's like, I got a mission, I got to complete it.
That was hilarious.
R2 has the most personality, and all he does is beep.
Yeah. And then you go with the last episode of the season with Lethal Trackdown. When they get down to they follow.
Yeah, they follow him to Hondo's hideout where that chick and Bubba are hiding.
And Hondo doesn't want anything to do with it because he knows them.
Yeah, he's smart.
They've run into him twice this season.
He's smart.
He's like, she's in there. They're like, why are you telling me this? because I want you to know I have nothing to do with this.
Yep, he's low key. He knows how to play the game.
He does, and I like the little setup that they do with Anakin. Anakin sits down, talks to her, and then Ahsoka comes up right behind her with the lightsaber. But then Bobo finds out real fast that this type of lifestyle that he chose, it's not the one for him because they abandoned. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have anybody. But now Boba's in the hands of, the Republic.
True, you guys in jail.
Y'all want to see what happens here,
I know,
going into season 3.
He's gonna get out. Someone's gonna bring him out.
Something me and Johnny have realized is that we thought we watched a lot more of this show than we did.
Oh, I know. I could have sworn I was like, I've already watched a couple seasons of it. I don't remember half these episodes.
Yeah, I remember half of them. So this is actually interesting because it's new for us.
Yeah,
and it's getting us even more involved.
I remember some of the Mandalore stuff, but I could have sworn it was later seasons.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot later, but that just means we probably haven't seen the later seasons.
Dude, season 2 is just good. What is the rest of them gonna be like?
So that's the thing. I can't wait till we get into the rest of them.
For reals.
Because this season overall, I mean, what are you gonna give it?
And there's Rebels and all kinds of stuff. Dude.
We're definitely gonna get into Rebels after this.
Dude.
I haven't seen most of Rebels, so it should be interesting.
I haven't watched any of it. I know Rex is in it.
I've watched the Vader stuff and
okay, I watched those scenes, but
and Darth Maul's.
What is it? There's episode. Rebels and there's something else now too.
I think that was it.
No, there's another series.
Another one?
It's on Disney Plus, bro.
I'll have to check it out. Though.
It's Rebels and.
Might as well check it out. Review it all.
And damn, that's like we don't have an episode for days. There's something else, but no. What'd you think of the season though?
I solid 9. I liked it a lot. Okay, there was like 1 or 2 filler episodes, like the Padme episode and all that. That was like, I didn't really care for. But the rest of the season was so strong. A lot of character development. A lot of what we wanted to see as Star Wars fans. I think it was really good. Well paced.
It is. I like how it's catching up to the second movie, filling in plots. It's really, really good. I missed the droids, definitely. But I think I give it a solid 9. I think it was a good season.
I liked it. It was a lot of.
If last season was like a bar and 8 was where I had it, definitely surpassed last season. It was good.
In quality of content, I think.
It was easier to watch because literally I'd be like, oh my god, what's the next episode? Because it continued.
It wasn't one-offs.
Yeah, it wasn't one-offs.
That's the problem that season 1 had. Even though season 1 was great. I like season 1. But he had a lot of one-offs that, you know what? After you were done, you're like, I feel like I'm done. I don't feel like I need to watch and continue. So.
Yeah, it definitely was like, it's a one-off episode. I didn't really need it. I didn't need it, but I mean, even the one-off episode this season, I felt like made more sense than the last season.
Definitely, and it flowed better. It was a good flow because you got a lot of references from each episode back to back more. So overall,
Star Wars Resistance.
There we go. Okay,
that's the newer one. I think it came out like in 18.
Overall, good season.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Now you guys can look forward to a lot more of this.
Yeah, we got season 3 on the next one.
Yeah, season 3 will come to you pretty shortly. It does not take us long to finish these seasons, just because
they're like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah, they're getting more interesting too. So
Yeah, it's me and Nick got surefire methods to power through episodes.
Yeah, surefire. Surefire.
All right. We put on the episodes, and I think Nick gets on the elliptical, and he's powering through like 4 episodes. I go on a walk, and I get through like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, we, doing our workouts while watching them. It's real easy because they're just, you don't even know that you're working out at that point. So
yeah, if you want to follow along, go for it.
Go for it.
But yeah, that's episode 10, season 2 review. So we already did the whole spiel at the beginning, but just whatever, same things. And thanks for listening, and
bye.